Hey there, welcome to XTV's NewsBite for Guild Election Week 2024. My name is Joseph Terry.
And I'm Gracie Beckett, and we're here to find out what everyone thinks about the Guild Elections 2024.
We're going to do some roving interviews, try and see what people are thinking, what are the key stories, who are people going to vote for, are they going to vote at all, and let's see if election fever is rolling across Exeter here on campus. Let's find out.
Do you know anything about the Exeter Guild elections going on right now?
No, I was completely oblivious.
I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm not going to try and find out.
I know a lot of people who are involved in the guild, and I, for example, I know some of the current officers of the guild, and I know some people who work there.
Have you seen anything on campus recently about Guild Election Week?
I think there's been a good amount of marketing. Obviously, we've got a few more candidates this year than last year running, so something got out.
Honestly, no, not much at all. I didn't even know it was happening.
I feel like I've had some accounts recommended to me on Instagram, but other than that, I just feel like I haven't really just seen a lot around campus. I couldn't really tell you who's running or what their platform is.
I haven't seen anything about them.
So I actually got off of Instagram a couple of months ago, which was the main source of information I had for the elections and the guild in general, last year. So I've mostly received stuff through word of mouth, I guess, and I know some of the people that are running for the different roles.
Lots of posters, lots of chat online about the big election. Boys are excited.
How do you think the social media coverage has been so far?
Has it been a bit more exciting?
I think so far it's been all right.
Definitely. I think a lot more people understand the guild elections and kind of know what's going on, because very often it feels so distant.
If I've seen anything, it maybe have been on TikTok.
But if it wasn't for that social media post, I wouldn't even know anything, really.
I've been quite involved in it. I've seen a lot of the accounts, I've seen them pop up, I've seen them request to follow me. But I think it doesn't reach the vast majority of students. I think it only reaches those who are sort of, politically inclined, who are very engaged in societies. But I think if you're just a bit more of an average student, you might not necessarily be in that world.
I think it's really exciting to sort of see things online. It's where I get most of my information from, so I do think that social media has been really important.
We've broken the vote code out of storage for a bit of a dance around Reed Hall, which I think went down all right in terms of impressions.
I have seen a few clips of the vote goat, I believe. That's about as much as I know.
I think mostly people don't really know about what's going on. So in terms of if you're here in Devonshire House, you'll probably walk around, see the different candidates on the various screens around the place.
The tellies are right in your face everywhere you go, so fair play.
But if you're someone who doesn't really come to Devonshire House, if you're mostly in other areas of the university, simply put, you're not really going to know that the elections are going on.
I also think because of where we tend to study, because we're in the law school, we don't really go up to forum, and I feel like if you ever see anything going on with the uni as a hub, it's up there.
I found out through Instagram, and I'd love to be able to vote.
We've seen a lot of sort of campaigns around campus on the TVs and things, and it looks really exciting.
I haven't looked too closely into it, but what I have seen is via XTV, a round table discussion that was up there last night.
Oh yeah, we're voting, but TikTok, honestly, massive shout out. Some people are doing amazing stuff on there, so check it out.
I suppose I don't really know anything on see anything on social media or anything.
Yeah, I think so, because I currently see a lot of posts from the guild that there will be voting, also from people who are applying for those positions.
Considering it's university, the majority of people are on social media.
I mean, some emails were sent out, but also we know that not all students check all their emails all the time. So I think when in-person campaigning and voting starts next week, I think a lot more people will suddenly realise what's actually going on.
We're really going to see a sort of upscaling in the presence, though, during vote week itself, when there's people out and about.
So do you think you will be voting? You don't have to share who you'll be voting for.
I absolutely do. Not going to spoil my personal secrets.
Of course.
Oh, almost definitely. I mean, I think most people who are involved in student media feel that we need to vote. I mean, with the massively low turnout that we saw last year, was sort of a bit of a wake-up call for most people, that if we want our student democracy to function, people actually have to get involved.
I'm not sure. I suppose probably if I did hear about it, I would care more. I mean, I wasn't, but maybe if I see more, yeah.
Big voter. A lot of buy-in from the rugby, I reckon. All the boys will be there.
I didn't even know there was an election happening.
I probably need to do a bit more research, I'd say. But once I do that, I think I'll probably vote. Yeah, I think it's important too.
I haven't decided about everyone that I will be voting for, but I for sure will be voting for Matthias for society officer.
Last year I went through and just voted for every single woman that was on the ballot.
I will definitely be voting.
Well, I haven't decided yet.
Oh, no, for sure, yeah. Big, long-time democracy fan. might try and find a way to rig the election because I'm going to run myself actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Even though applications closed 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't know that actually. You're just telling me that now.
If people want to see the sorts of priorities moving forward, then absolutely we'll get a turnout.
Is it important that people do vote in these elections?
The more people who engage with the process, the better.
I think it's very important people vote because I can imagine the policies that students are putting forward differ, and so people need to vote for what they think is right.
Right now we're deciding our fate of the guild for the next year because those people will be the ones representing us, our students.
However, I think the motivation for people to do so and remembering to do so may decline a bit when it comes to it.
So you just asked, what does the guild even do? Is it mostly sports clubs?
I think a lot of people, especially at this uni, would like to vote. It's just that no one really knows where to start or a lot. I just think there's not a lot of information about the guild in general.
If I was shown information about it or information was put forward towards me, I probably would care more about it.
And we've got a load of different events running throughout Vote Week as well to see if we can sort of engage people in different ways.
And I know about some of the other things that the Guild are doing or collaborating with students, for example, the Gender Expression Fund.
I didn't really know much about the Guild.
They've got tallies up in DH1 that have always, every week they've got what each position is doing, and I think that's a great way to keep pace as the year goes by.
But there's still way more to come.
They could have come and got involved in all the buildings, not just in the main forum. They could have easily come around and put leaflets on every table, get people to come and talk to you in lectures. For other things, if there's anything else happening, like with the NSS survey, someone came into our lecture and forum and just said, can I have 5 minutes before the lecture starts just to talk to you about this? None of that's happened. It could easily be arranged, really.
We're directing people to the pages where they can vote for all the candidates, which will be out all over social media during Vote Week.
I don't remember how different the situation was when I was in first year, but I remember that the actual elections happening, I only found out when I saw people campaigning on Forum Hill. Otherwise, I was very far removed from that.
It seems quite social media based, and also I think the vote goat seems to be maybe turning into a bit of a joke.
Overall, yeah, we've got a good approach.
I just think there's not a lot of information about the Guild in general, really.
Yeah, so that's something that you'd hope they improve on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Right, well that was Daniel, and thank you very much.
Thanks.
This is our big democratic process of the year.
No, would you like to come to rugby varsity?
I mean, I love varsity, but I'm here to talk about Guild Election Week.
So we went out, we tried to find the answers, and that's what we got.
And some people knew absolutely everything about the campaigns, and some knew precious little.
Thank you for watching this NewsBite, and we'll see you next time.